Today I just finished a Zoom meeting with my staff. We've been using Zoom as a way to do the meetings because it is the best solution right now. Well, Microsoft Teams are also good, but for me so far, Zoom is the best because it has like capabilities for you to present, show your slides, show what's on your screen, and then the only problem is that, of course, if you're using a basic app, which is free, you can only have a meeting for 30 minutes, and then anything on top of that, you have to make another room. Well, you can make another room anytime, and then just add more rooms as you wish. It gives you a free 45 or 40 minutes if you exceed the time, but I think it only happens once. And then moving forwards, you'll either have to go premium or, well, you have to make another room. So, I also inserted some exercise today. I've been trying to avoid the kettlebell, but it seems, you really have to push yourself because anyway, I have a kettlebell, so why not use it? So I did some routines there, nothing too fancy, nothing too much, nothing like what I've been doing in the past with the kettlebells, but at least some movement using weights, body weight, mat, and yeah, some alignments for some stretching for my back and my bones. So that's basically it. And then, well, we are mostly on work from home mode. So if you're asking, there are companies like ours who actually paid us in full for the payday. So and before the enhanced community quarantine, oh no, so we were already paid by then. I forgot. But the memo that we received so far after the enhanced community quarantine was that we will receive our salary in full, and then we will just discuss which we will use first. So we'll start with calamity leaves first, then vacation leaves, then sick leaves, and then whatever leaves you still have. It's still up for debate if they can allow us to use the offsets, because we had offsets before this when we would work on weekends and holidays, because my job requires me to do that from time to time. So it's going to be something that will be up for discussion after the lockdown, but pretty generous so far because most of the companies have assumed that kind of arrangement. And I heard that the Department of Labor and Employment is also putting up something, but of course they will have to start with the people who are not employed or the people who have nothing to begin with. So they just have to secure those first while our own private companies take care of us in the meantime. So pretty good. Companies like ours were not really into the work from home mode because like my job is about 40 to 60% field work. So if I'm going to be at home, I'll have very little man hours to justify because the bulk of my job is about going out, meeting people, doing audits, meeting my team, meeting buyers, meeting the sales force. So that alone has taken a huge chunk from my man hours. So that's a bit tricky with the situation right now because we need to stay at home. But of course, what comes first would be the safety of the employees and of course my personal safety. I'm also thinking of my personal safety. So, but we will discuss that when we come back from the lockdown. And the important thing is for the companies to actually secure the employees first, the well-being and the sense of feeling that you have something for during the lockdown to stretch you within this 4 weeks, I guess. Yeah. So pretty much most of the companies are being very very generous, and other private companies even extended their payments. So most, like the telcos, the utilities, um, and even for like just a few days ago or yesterday, Globe even upgraded the data for a duration until April 25, I think. So there has been a lot of movement or cooperation coming from the private companies, and our own employment is also not at risk. However, I'm sure that the companies will have to take a hit on the sales at this time. So, but we manage what we can. We still try to bring in whatever we can from the closables of the previous weeks or the last month that we were not able to close, so we can probably revive. But basically, there's very little you can do when you can't really go out. So that's a reality that we all have to face. Um, but yeah, we're still working. We're doing a lot of meetings, coaching, and everything that we can do, like planting seeds now, we do it, and as much as possible bringing out materials that ensure the team or the clients that we're up and running and we're here if they need us. So a lot of digital, a lot of those things. It's all a matter of that while trying to keep the employees safe. So that's what's going on, and I think it's also good that the online stores and online shops are still alive. They're still operating. It's really good. It's very helpful, especially for people like me who refuse to go out. So I keep on watching some vlogs from other people all over the Philippines. It would be really nice to hear from you guys, because even if I don't go out, I can watch and I can see how it is happening from different parts of the Philippines, also from different parts of the world. And it would be nice also to understand how things are working out for you guys. I know that the extroverts are really taking this hard. I mean, it's very hard to stay put when you're an extrovert, and that is where I'm really very lucky, because I can really stretch this isolation for days, and I'm okay. But of course, if the one thing that actually allows me to be okay in this certain period is because I have so much content to watch. Not only am I glued to the news, I'm also watching the the content that the other vloggers are putting out. And this has actually allowed me to stay away from TikTok. And I also realized that TikTok is something that is not exactly just for the extroverts, because not everybody needs to go through the dub thing where you like it's very dramatic. You can actually use it as a background music for like, because I usually just combine Spotify and my Instagram stories or my Facebook stories, and that's how I put music. And then I realized, hey, so that's the purpose of TikTok, for the likes of me at least. If I don't want to go dramatic or overboard, I can just use it the way I have to combine two apps just to put some music in my story. So we'll see. I'm still trying not to get to that side of the fence, but I think it has a promise for me, who I'm not really someone who is into like too much energy and social media. But that's all we need, and the good thing is that you guys keep on posting so that people like us can keep on watching. And well, you can see I have some Christmas lights. I turn these on when I need to uplift my state. I wanna feel good. I also listen to so much music, so I renewed my Spotify premium so I can put on playlist. I just noticed that I think Globe has cut its partnership with Spotify. That's why my premium turned back to basic. And then when I was looking for my playlist, it's not available. So I just had to go straight to Spotify and just kind of like continue my premium membership. So it really helps. At this time, I really need good music, some Christmas lights, and some color, good food. These are the things that will get us through this. So until tomorrow.